Here we go again. You think by now I'd know better. Locked in my head, romanticizing forever.
Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Promise. It's been a while that I've actually done a vlog. So I've been really busy with class and trying to get myself together again. But today we're going to be talking about frame of reference and how is it important in occupational therapy, and also how you can implement it with your clients as an OT or OTA student. So today that's what we're going to be talking about. So please click the like button, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and come along with us. Think about frame of reference like a lens used to view a client's challenges, and this helps you figure out on how to help them. We have different types of clients, okay, different types of approaches. So we have multiple frames of reference that we can also use to help guide us as an OT and OTA for our intervention. So we're going to be going over some few common ones that I like. And lesson number one, biomechanical frame of reference. You can actually use this for a client who just had a CVA, or a client who had a physical limitation affecting movement, strength, and their endurance. Um, Example, let's say you're working with Mr. J, a policeman who is actually retired and is recovering from a rotator cuff injury. He's having troubles affecting his arm to grab items from over the head, over the cabinets. Like using some biomechanical frame of reference, you will focus on improving his range of motion, his strengthening his shoulders muscles, and using energy conservation, taking breaks, when he's having an activities, can also help him regain his independence and his daily activities. So one of the key approach that I actually also use is like exercise, stretching, positioning, and endurance training. Now, number two one is called rehabilitative frame of reference. When to actually use this? You can use this, when you have a client who has like a permanent disabilities or chronic conditions. You know, let's say you're working with a client, maybe an age of 65-year-old, who has a stroke. And before the stroke, the woman loves cooking, she loves baking, but she has weakness on her right hand now. And the only thing she wants to do, her goal is to get back to doing those things that she loves to do. You can use a rehabilitative frame of reference for her. You can introduce adaptive equipment like a built up handle spoon, one-handed cutting board, or a rocker knife, so she can easily prepare meals without depending on her family members, someone. So this is like a compensation, and by introducing an assistive device and also helping her to modify her environment. Now, number three is cognitive behavioral frame of reference. Cognitive behavioral frame of reference, you can actually use this for clients who are struggling with their thought patterns affecting their daily activities, like their mental health. A client that has a chronic pain, etc. Okay, let's say you're working with a client who is in college and is having like so much anxiety, has ADHD, has trouble managing their schedule, or forgets their assignments. And using cognitive behavioral frame of reference will be helping them identify negative thinking patterns. Uh, you can introduce coping strategies like breaking their tasks into smaller steps, instead of getting too overwhelmed with them, using planners that can actually, help them, being on track. Also, behavioral strategies and coping skills can also actually help them. So let's talk about motor learning frame of reference. You can actually use this like, okay, let's say motor learning frame of reference is learning or relearning motor skills. Someone that has Parkinson's, a kid who has a developmental delay. Okay, okay. Let's say you're working with Leo, a 7-year-old who has CP, which is cerebral paralysis, who struggles with not being able to hold their pen very well. You know, they have issues with their fine motor skills. So you can use this for like their tracing letters and using like thicker crayons, grip, and gradually working towards the motor control. And, that will actually, help them well. So another one that we can talk about is sensory integration. So you can also use this for a client who has autism, okay? Uh, client who has sensory processing disorder, right? Or a client who has TBI. Let's say you're working with a 5-year-old on who's on autism spectrum, um, becomes overwhelmed by loud sounds, refuses to wear certain clothing textures. Using the sensory frame of reference, you'll be introducing sensory friendly activities like deep pressure therapy. You can also use like a weighted blanket, like a weighted vest, sorry. Or, you can also implement like a sensory diet for them. You know, that can also help if you use that approach. Another one is called neurodevelopmental frame of reference can also be used for clients with neurological conditions, which is affecting their movements. Let's say someone that has cerebral palsy or stroke or also TBI. Let me give you a scenario. Let's say you're working with a client who, let's say he's 50 years old, who has stroke and has a weakness on his left side. With NDT approach, you would actually be focusing on normalizing movement patterns by guiding him through weight shifting, right? So using a proper posture, engaging the weaker side in their daily tasks. Okay, so weight bearing actually helps that particular side to get more strength. Okay, so if you use like NDT for someone who has a stroke. So as you can see, frame of references aren't just fancy or something in the textbook. They actually tools that we use as an OT, and it helps us decide the kind of approach that we use for our clients, because we have different types of clients, and each one of these frame of references actually has their purposes and how it helps our client and how effective it is and how it create meaningful aspects for our client. So please tell me and comment below which frame of references are you struggling with, and please comment. Let's talk about it. Also, I'm also still learning. Okay, I'm just sharing the little things that I know, and please, and I'm also open, for you to teach me, and also I'm ready to also learn from you guys. And this also helps me when like some little notes that I actually write down for myself. It actually helps me a lot, which I can actually understand some of my frame of references and all that, and how to implement it as an OT or an OTA student. It helps a lot. So writing all these things down actually helps a lot. Like, as you can see, I have one here that says like frame of reference. So this helps like a lot. Like this is one is the for the biomechanical. This one has like a cognitive frame of reference. So if you're an OT or an OTA student, I will really advise you to get something like this. It will really help you and be on track, especially when you're going on your field work. You know, you don't know the kind of fieldwork educator that you're gonna be actually meeting, and they might like throw you a case and tell you, hey, I need you to I'm giving you a casework, and I need you to come up with the goals, and I need you to come up with a frame of reference that you're going to be using, and I want you to explain like a rationale why you're actually doing this with your clients. You know, you want to be ready. You want to be ready when something like that happens. Right now in my class, I'm taking a class called Festus, and basically we're going over a frame of references and all that because I'm getting ready to go out for my field work too. So yeah, for this week we'll be talking about in class, we'll actually be talking about measurements, wheelchairs measurements. So that's what we're going to be talking about in class today. And it's I think the more you get into, let's talk about this as a student, as an OT or OTA student. I think the more you get into the more you're almost finishing your program, the more it becomes a little bit tight and difficult. But guess what? I think when you go on your field work too, everything is gonna start falling in place again. You start understanding it more and more better. So, like I said, I'm here to help, I'm here to learn, and I can also teach. So, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, click the like button, and click the notification button so you can see my next videos. And thank you for watching, and have a blessed day. Bye.